Thinking about moving to Lagos, Nigeria, or just want to know what it's like there? This is a cool one. Nigeria, all the way over in Africa. This is the episode for you. We've got Daniel Chinedu, real estate professional over there in Nigeria with us today. Say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hi. My name is Daniel Chinedu. And people will call me Chiny. They know me as Chiny. So Chiny, they can call me Chiny Daniel. Yeah.
I'm super happy to have you. I think maybe the most exotic episode so far, other than Portugal. I had Portugal, so this is kind of cool for everybody to learn about somewhere really far away. This is Wanna Move There, the show giving all humans the information they need to decide whether or not they want to move to somewhere other than where they live right now, or if they just want a vacation there, gives them a good tour guide or a good taste of what to expect when they get there. I am your host, DerekBicksler, realtor of 15 years. I grew up on the Hill in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, went to Mechanicsburg High School, also in Pennsylvania, go Wildcats, and went up to Penn College of Technology in Williamsport for college. I've been back here ever since, had a few sales jobs before I started selling real estate 15 glorious years ago. If you need to buy or sell a house, please reach out to me, call me, text me, email me, throw a rock through my window, send a carrier pigeon, whatever you need to do. We still need inventory pretty badly, and we will ask Chiny in a minute what it's like over there in Nigeria, whether they have the inventory problem we have or not. A reminder, whether you're watching live or on a replay, ask a question in the comments or say hi to us, and please tell us where you're watching from, especially if you're watching over there. I want to hear from you, and if we don't see it while we're going, we'll come back later and address your comments because there's a lot going on here and the guest doesn't see the little red bings. So if we miss it, we will come back and address your comments. And a reminder that all the replays are on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, all the audio places, all at the same time airing here for the most part. And without further ado, I will bring in Chiny. Chiny, while I bring up your bio, which I'll read for everybody, say hi to everybody again and tell them the last movie you watched or the last series.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Chinedu Daniel. I'm from Lagos State. I'm from Delta State, currently living in Lagos, Nigeria. So the last movie I watched was a Sacred Game, and also Vikings, the last episode. Those are awesome movies. So yeah, I spent my time watching these movies and actually enjoyed them. They were nice. They're actually quite nice. Yeah.
So you like the violent stuff because Squid Games is really violent and Vikings is pretty violent too, right? Yeah. I've only seen like half of an episode, but
yeah.
What's Vikings on Hulu?
Come again?
What do you watch Vikings on? Is it FX?
No, Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix was where I saw the movie.
Gotcha. And like you said, you grew up in Lagos, which you're trying to school me on. I want to say Lagos over here, but it's Lagos. You grew up right where you are, so born and raised where we're talking about right now. You went to Lexis Modern College for high school. You guys call high school college. You went to Delta State University. You call college university, which we also do, I guess, here. And you studied music in college. Your favorite color is... Wild guess, everybody. Blue. Always blue. Everybody's blue. I'm going to just make somebody choose a different color next time. I'm only going to let somebody with a different color come on the show. And your favorite food is rice. That's a good one because you can put all kinds of stuff on it to change it up. Rice is a good one. Is rice a staple over there in general?
Yeah, and it's quite easy to cook. Yeah, we have, we have a rice plantation here in Nigeria. We plant rice, although we also import rice. So it's very good meal. I love it. It could be cooked in different ways. We have jollof rice. You could make it with stew. You can make a fried rice. You can make coconut rice. It can just be a lot of big rice.
Heck yeah, and it's cheap. And do you have a rice cooker? Does every household have a rice cooker or something like that?
Yeah, kind of, because rice is like a regular food here in Nigeria. Everybody loves rice, so of course.
And then you have no pets and you have no kids, and you're not married, so single and ready to mingle over there in Nigeria. If anybody from the US or anywhere else wants to visit, he's ready to take you on a tour. And then, like you said, you like Squid Games. Squid Games was the last thing you watched, and then your hobbies are swimming. Where do you swim? Pools, ocean? What do you do?
Actually, anywhere though. I'm not scared of the water. I love swimming. I could swim in the pool. I could swim in the lake. I could swim in the beach. I could swim in the ocean. As long as I have something to lean on when I'm tired. Yeah, I'm good.
So you like to be able to stand when you get tired?
Yeah, like just something to float on. Yeah, something. Yeah, I like to stand when I tired. Like when I'm tired, like something to just hold up to, so that I could um, catch my breath and gasp on, so I don't get to gasp for breath. So once I could catch my breath, I'm good to go again. So I love swimming a lot. I love swimming.
There you go. Did you swim when you were younger in college or university or anything?
Actually love to explore. So I actually learned swimming by myself. I just took it myself. Like I love the water so much. So yeah, when I was in when I was in college was when I just like put it up to myself that, oh, I must know how to swim. Because I love to. I just want to like know how to swim just in case of an emergency. You never can tell. So I wish I did. I learned, and then I got better over the time. So I think I'm trying. Yeah,
There you go. Just do what you love. That's all that matters and stay active.
yeah,
What
yeah.
about like sports or band or any of that kind of stuff when
Oh
you were
yeah.
younger? Do you
I'm
have
a,
that kind of
I'm a,
stuff?
I love music. Like I studied music in school. So before I started reading music, I've always been a drummer. I started playing drums from the age of 7. Like professionally in churches. Like yeah, churches were already come to like book me. Like or pick me up from my mom, from my parents, and like, oh please, we need your son for a minute. We need him to come play here somewhere. So I started like playing in churches. I started playing drums at a very tender age, and that grew up with me even before I got into school. Like it was kind of bringing up sort of some revenue for me because most times I get invited for shows, for gigs, like come play here, and then after being played, even as young as I was, I was getting some little tips, for playing the drums, and then over the time, yeah, I got better. I also played the keyboard, but not professionally like I play the drum, but basically I'm a professional drummer. So when I was in school, I also love the band. Of course, I play the drums. So anything that has to revolve around music, I love to be there. Yeah, music is my thing, and of
So then
course,
you went to university for music. Was that
yeah,
like
yeah.
classical music or was that for drums or what do you do with a
Um,
degree in music then?
general music, and then my major instrument was for drums. Yeah, but general music, like so. In general, we did classical music, orchestral music. We just studied music in general. Afro music, which is Afro music, is originated from Nigeria. So yeah, we did all kind of music, island music. Music in general, everything that has to do with music.
And you played all
Yeah,
the
I finished
drums?
performing.
Was there a
Yeah.
marching band too?
Uh, in the university, there wasn't really a marching band, but of course, we, the music department, get to handle everything as long as it is music. So we believe we can do everything that has to do with music, even if it gets to do with a marching band or it gets to do with a performance or then an orchestra. We are good to go. So we have all of those. We can actually do everything. So anything music, we'll cover it up.
And did you have
Yeah.
to try out to get into music school like that? Like some of the music
Oh
schools over here,
yeah,
you have to try out or be like
like it
certain
wasn't
good or
really so
whatever.
it wasn't so easy at all. Like I tried out, and I really wanted to study music because I felt so comfortable. And then the first degree I got when I got into school to get admission, I got a nursery. I got a business administration, as a course. And then I wasn't finding it fun. I got into school at first. I was studying business admin, and I wasn't finding it fun. I've always loved the music. I've always done music all my life. So I just I had to talk to my parents, my mom, my dad, and I told them like, see what, I'm not feeling this course. I'm not enjoying this. I'm not enjoying this class. I have to be sincere with you guys. Like I don't like this course. I don't want to be a teacher. Like I don't want to teach because when you study that, it means you're definitely gonna be a primary school teacher or something. And you know, even if I'm gonna do anything teaching, I think I should be teaching music, which is the drums, what I know how to do best. So I told them like I want to study music. So I don't mind going back to start all over again. So which I did. I had to like drop nursery and primary education, like took the exams again just because I wanted to study music. And it wasn't really quite easy because we have about just five higher institutions here in Nigeria that are currently offering music as a as a professional course, like music. So we have just five universities, one state university, which was the university I went to, and four federal other universities in the country, and then one private university, which makes them five in total. So my state university, which was Delta State University, that's where I came from. That's the only state universities that offers study of music, and four others federal universities, and three other federal universities and one private universities, yeah, that offers music here in Nigeria. So in total, we have five universities that offers music. So I needed to like choose one from those five. So it wasn't easy getting it at all. So, but I thank God, I was able to, stick to what I wanted. Try the first year, and then along the line I got it. So, yeah, oh yeah.
So
And
then,
now
what
I
did you
find
do after
myself,
college
yeah,
or
and
after
now I find
university?
myself loving real estate.
Did you do anything with the music then before real estate?
Of course, of course, of course. I've been playing the drums. I still play the drums to now. I played the drums on Sunday. Yeah, that was in church. Yeah, I'm a drummer in church. I still play the drums like in church, like every weekend. And I'm also a DJ. So whenever I'm less busy, whenever I'm not doing real estate, whenever I just want like have fun and just get some things off my head. I love to listen to music. So I'm a DJ, professional DJ as well. So I got my equipment at home. So most times I just get to like rehearse on my own. And then whenever I get invited for gigs and shows, I go out to play as a DJ, and I also make money off that too. So it's cool.
So what kind
Yeah.
of music do you listen to over there? Like American music, or you have your own music, or a mix of the two,
Uh,
or what are you blasting at these things?
General music in particular. So it depends, as a DJ, you need to be versatile because wherever you go, you need to like give people good music. So I listen to hip hop, I listen to our music, Afrobeat music. We have high life. I listen to reggae music. I listen to R&Bs. I also listen to Lebanese music, like the Indian music, because we have a lot of them here in Nigeria. We have a lot of Lebanese here in Nigeria, and I was opportunity to play somewhere, whenever we have them, and then you just keep playing, and then you go versatile. You just go jarring and just go global. It feels good when you touch everybody. Like you have a Chinese seated somewhere, and then you get to play Chinese music, and then everybody's happy, and then liking the vibe. So we are all versatile. Like I got all music. I listen to almost all music if I'm opportune to, and anyone that I enjoy, I listen to them over the time.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. So is it like weddings, or what kind of gigs are they usually?
Oh yes, weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, openings. Like it could be openings of anything. Opening of a company, opening of a real estate company. It could be opening of anything. Weddings, anniversaries, naming ceremony. We love to celebrate here a lot in Africa. Like we celebrate practically everything, if possible. Celebrate big when we have baby shower. We use music. We celebrate quite big when we have a naming. We use music. We celebrate quite big when we have a wedding. We also use music, and then we celebrate. Also some other extracurricular activities in church that also requires live music or a DJ. So, nevertheless, whichever ways it comes, I just grab the opportunity and take advantage of it.
That's awesome. You could do housewarming
Oh,
parties, right?
awesome! Yeah,
Yeah,
housewarming,
one
of
of your
course. It's
client
quite
gifts in your package could be a gift
yeah,
certificate for one
yeah,
housewarming, a
of
DJ,
course. Yeah,
like
yeah.
the pizza or whatever you guys eat. What do you eat there? What would be the go-to food? Usually, we're bringing boxes of pizza. What would you bring?
Yeah, like it's quite even awesome. Like like when you get to upper clients, like get a property, and then they're like, you know what, I'd like it to be the DJ for my house for me, and I'm like, oh, cool. So whenever we do like housewarming thing here in Nigeria, like I said, we like to celebrate a lot. We do that with a lot of food, rice. We have different kind of varieties of food here in Nigeria. Like we have beautiful foods. Our food are nice. Um, you know, we could go as in like we have a way of going around things like making bringing out so many things out of one single thing. So like our parties, we could do pizza, we could do burger, shawarma, we could do rice, we could do our own local foods. It's quite really awesome. Like, and then a lot of drinks, a lot of food for everyone to eat. Everyone just get happy, and even sometimes more for you to take home. It's always like that. Like we love parties, and we love to celebrate here a lot in Africa. It's part of
Yeah,
our
I love
culture.
taking a plate home and having something for tomorrow for lunch or something too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fantastic. And I'm
right.
guessing a lot of this, because it's pretty hot there, a lot of this is taking place outside where you're celebrating, or maybe you get sick of the hotness and want the air conditioning. But I'm going to bring a map up here and we'll start talking about where you're at. And for all the people that have no idea where we're talking about, here is the globe here. And you can see over here is the US if you're watching from the US or wherever else. Over here is Africa, and then you can see the pin there in Lagos, Nigeria, and it's southwest tip corner of Nigeria in the Gulf of Guinea. So you're like right on the coast there, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Somewhere in West Africa, very close to other amazing African countries.
Yeah, and I'm gonna read right now. It's 6:23 p.m. So right now where I'm at, it's 12:24. So you're 4 hours ahead of us. It's
Yeah, yeah,
86 degrees there right now. Here it's probably
yeah.
like 45 or 50 degrees. And I'm just gonna read the Google quick facts to tell everybody a little bit about it. Lagos, Nigeria's largest city, sprawls inland from the Gulf of Guinea across Lagos Lagoon. Victoria Island, the financial center of the metropolis, is known for its beach resorts, boutiques, and nightlife. To the north, Lagos Island is home to the National Museum Lagos, displaying cultural artifacts and craftworks. Nearby is Freedom Park, once a colonial era prison and now a major venue for concerts and public events. How's that sum it up? Is that accurate or not?
Yes, of course it is. It is accurate. It's quite a beautiful place. It's an awesome park. That's why it's named Freedom Park. Um, like a lot of activities could go down there. Like we have sometimes we have some sort of concerts. Live music concerts over there, and it's a nice place to be. Very beautiful serene environment. Full of lovely green areas and beautiful trees. Just a lovely open air and quite a very huge, space.
And then what's it? Is it mostly flat? Are there hills? Are there mountains? What's the landscape like?
Yeah. In Lagos, in Nigeria, especially here on the island, the landscape. Yeah, we have more water. Like we're surrounded more with water. Um, the Atlantic Ocean is very very close to us, and also we have a lagoon. So Lagos is just like in the mist. It's centered around the ocean, so it's quite beautiful. So we are very close to the beach. Like I said, like we share it just with the Atlantic Ocean, and then we also have a lagoon. So we just have a little piece of land, yeah, and then we centered around the beautiful water. So it's quite awesome. We have beautiful houses that are quite close to the water and all of that. So it's a very awesome place. So we are situated around the Iceland. Yeah, we are more like on the island. That's why it's called the Lagos Island. Yeah, here especially. So we have the beach water, which is quite salty. So that water connects to the Atlantic Ocean, and then we have the lagoon, which is more like we call it the lagoon, but it's a lake water. So the lagoon like moves around and moves around to other lakes. Why the beach water, which is the Atlantic Ocean water, is on the other side. And then there's one awesome thing, like they don't meet, like they don't get to cross paths. There's a place where those two water come together, and whenever they come across to each other, what they do is just splash, and then they go back. Isn't that awesome?
The two lagoons that we're looking at right now, they're like separated.
Yeah, they're separated. The lagoon and the Atlantic Ocean. They're separated.
Yeah.
Like they
So
don't.
there's
Yeah.
like they're kind of like lakes, but they're saltwater, and you could launch a boat in the lagoon and then go out to the ocean.
Of- Yeah, awesome. Yeah, you could launch a boat in the lagoon and then go out on the ocean. So there are some awesome, beautiful beach houses, and there are some land. There are some landscapes very close to the lagoon like that. You know that some people are actually taking advantage of right now. By living in those areas, you know, some people love to stay close to the lagoon. Some love to stay close to the beach because of the beautiful, serene environment, because of the beautiful, you know, atmosphere, and of course the natural wind that comes from the water, and the beautiful smell and the awesome breeze from the ocean. Is is nothing to tell about. It's just so beautiful and amazing. So Lagos is a very beautiful place to be.
There's like palm trees and like a tropical type place.
Yes, yes. Yeah, of course, we have a lot of beautiful trees. If you don't find water, definitely you're definitely gonna find lands with a lot of trees, like a lot of trees, like beautiful trees. So yeah, palm
And how far,
trees, a lot
if
of long
to any
coconut trees.
mountains, how far would you have to go to get to a mountain or something like that?
Uh, just a few minutes drive. There are some states in the country where we have the mountains. So and again, some Lagos is on the west. So and there's some drive you just take like a 2 hours drive to some very close states around the west. You know, you could see the mountains, beautiful rocks, and of course there are some those mountains. There's some houses are actually built on the rock. Yeah, on the rock. You could get some houses on the rock. Like that's quite awesome. Like that's like the most awesome foundation to like lay your house on. You have nothing to fear. Imagine when you have your house stated on the rock. It's quite
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
Yeah,
not on the
yeah,
sand. Isn't that's one of the songs in church if you go to a Christian church, some song
yeah. The
about,
solid rock. Oh, the
yeah, don't
solid rock.
build your house on the sand. You got to build it on the solid rock. So, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Um, so is it sunny all the time, or do you get like storms coming in, or what's that like as far as rain
Uh,
and that kind of
well,
thing?
our weather and climate here is very, very, very awesome. Like I must say, we are really, really blessed. Um, Sometimes, like right now, you could get it sunny, and then sometimes you could just get the weather. The weather can be so cold, like windy. Sometimes it could be so raining. It could be so rainy. Our weather is just so unpredictable. But the thing is just that we have the rain season and then we have the dry season. So, but it doesn't snow here. Um, no, no winter yet, but just at this time of the year, the weather is always calm. We actually have less rain, but it rains once in a while. We never can tell when it rains. Like I said, our climate is like, yeah. So sometimes it could be very sunny, and then sometimes it could be quite rainy, and then sometimes we could just have a cold weather. And when it's sunny, of course, everywhere is quite, a little bit hot. So we are used to always having air conditions. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And what
Like
about
we're used to having the air
hurricanes? Do you get
conditions.
a lot
Yeah.
of
So
hurricanes?
no, no, no. We don't get that. Yeah, we don't get that around here. We don't have hurricanes here. No, not at all. Not at all. Like
Huh.
we don't have that. Yeah, yeah, we don't
That's
really we
great.
don't really
Most of
have
the
hurricanes.
beach places around here and all the islands down like south in the U.S. and stuff, it's all hurricane central in certain times of the year.
Actually,
They're
we
getting
don't we don't we
hurricanes.
don't we don't really have we don't even have that. Yeah, like it's just cool. Like you know, aside from if you're not seeing the beach, you're probably in the land. If you're not on the land, and then of course you're on the head. So you just got to be somewhere.
Nice. So you have the hot weather, the beaches, and no hurricanes. So that's like the best of every world. So what
Yeah,
about
exactly.
where do people live? Are they working? Is it a tourist place, or what's it? What is it like? Who works there and lives there in Lagos?
It's quite awesome. Like living here in Lagos. Like Lagos, they call Lagos the central presidency. It's a very beautiful place. Like you read on Google, like we have a lot of we are close to the waters, the beach, and all of that. So there are a lot of places to like travel to, and like they say, time is of the essence. So whenever you want to move around, it's just like calculating your time. So if you like get to leave your house at the right time, you definitely get to your destination or wherever you're going to at the right time. And then we have other beautiful places around the country. Lagos is a state. We have other 35 states here in Nigeria, plus Lagos, making it 36 states. So amongst in those states, there are so many other beautiful places where you could travel to, and where they have a lot of beautiful resorts. And here in Lagos, there's a wonderful resort, like an island. It's called La Campana Tropicana. You can check that out on Google. And of course, other beautiful places are along around the states. Like the further capital in Abuja, we have the Olumo Rock and all of that. It's a very very beautiful place to be. So it's quite awesome. It's cool. Yeah, a lot
And what
of
about the
places to
highway
visit.
system? That's modern highways, 4 lanes, 2 lanes. What are these like yellow highways I'm seeing here? Those are big, normal, modern highways.
Yeah, of course we have modern highways here in Nigeria, and we have awesome long bridges too, good bridges. Um, we have like our highways are situated like 4 lanes. While some states we have 8 lanes, and of course some places that you get to go to like just have a narrow road. Of course they make them 2 lanes. So we have a 2 lanes, we have 8 lanes, and we also have a 4 lanes. So yeah,
Nice. And then
and
what
they are
do?
quite motorable.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I said they are quite motorable. Like you could move from one state to another. Yeah, but it's but a lot of us like to. So like Nigeria is a very beautiful place. You could move from one place to another by using the road, or you could use or you could use the sea, like the waters, or of course you could fly. So and of course we also have a train station, that could move you around. So you have so many options. If you're not applying the road, probably you're trying to get off the traffic. You could try the trainways, or you could use the boat. That is if your destination requires for you to be able to apply using the water system, then you could use a boat. And then when you boat to a certain destination, you could then get a vehicle, because there are some places that I know here in Nigeria that like you can't get to those islands except you use a boat. So obviously the way vehicles and cars to get to that sort of location, they have to apply them through that same water. So yeah, so we have a lot of means of wonderful transportation here in Nigeria. We use the roads, which are the vehicles, and we also use the water, and so of course the air. So some people,
And
some
how's
some
it
people
work
actually
with
go to work.
other countries in Africa? Are you allowed to go to like Cameroon or something whenever you want, or do you have to get a visa,
Uh,
or what's it? What is it? How does it
some
work?
some countries, yeah, some African countries, you have to get a visa before you go. Why some you don't actually need a visa, but of course you need a passport. Like just to. So like Nigeria shares a boundary with Benin Republic, which is known as Cotonou, and also we're very close to Ghana. You could actually drive from here to Ghana. Driving from here to Ghana, if you're quite very fast, that could take you about 7 hours of drive or 10 hours of drive. Then to Cotonou, 'cause, that's about I think 3 hours or two. Yeah, 3 hours of drive to Benin Republic. And then you could also drive to countries like Gabon and Sierra Leone, and then you could also fly over there if you choose to.
Nice. There's a lot
Yeah,
to
countries
see
like
there.
that, you don't
So
really need a visa to go there.
that's cool. Kind of like the European Union, kind of, I guess. They can kind of travel around without having to do anything, I guess, right? I don't know. kind of like the United
Yeah,
States, I
kind
guess.
of.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, kind of. No, no, kind of.
And then what are the major industries? Is it a tourist place? You're on the water there. There's beaches, right? But is it a tourist place, or is it more of like a normal place where people
Oh,
work in a
of course,
metropolis?
of course, of course. It's a tourist place. It's a tourist place. Lagos is a very wonderful place to be. We have the Muson Center. The Muson Center is a very awesome place to be. Like it's quite situated and known for good music. Like they teach music there. You could learn how to play music at the Muson Center, theory music, how to play the keyboard theoretically. and of course, we also have a national theater over here. There are also places where you could visit. And the major industries here, we have amazing industries. Like the real estate industry is really doing quite all right and big here in Nigeria. And also the healthcare sector in Nigeria is quite doing awesome. It's also a very big industry. And of course, the oil and gas sector in Nigeria is another major big industry. So there's a lot to do here. Now, and of course, there's a lot to do here in Nigeria. It's a very beautiful country.
So all the real estate growth and everything that's being built and everything, what's fueling that? Is that's oil and gas money, or is that people moving there to retire there, or what's the growth from?
Well, the growth is actually from oil and gas, like our normal basic things that we're blessed with here. Like oil is our natural resources. Yeah, like naturally we just have it's part of our mineral resources. We're blessed with oil, so we have a lot of oil here in Nigeria, like a lot. We are rich in oil. We are rich in mineral and oil. And of course, our agriculture sector is doing quite all right. Like, agriculture is awesome right here. So, so having to use some landed properties to farm to feed. Feeding is the thing that we must do every day. Of course, we eat every day, so we consume all of that every day. So farming and agriculture has helped a lot, in Nigeria. The industry of farming, and also when it comes to employing. So it's really helped a lot, and it's also helped in real estate too, because for you to farm, you need you know you need some sort of land to do that. So it's quite awesome too. So
And
agriculture, oil and gas.
what's the major
Yeah, I'm
what
okay.
are the major cities? Is Lagos like one of the major cities, or what's the capital? What's the biggest city in
Yeah,
Nigeria?
Lagos is like I said, they call Lagos the center of excellency. Lagos is where you like have Lagos is where you like have everybody. Lagos is just let me just use as an example of New York. Like Lagos is a place where you can find when you have a picture of the Times Square, when you have a picture of New York, especially where you have those stockbrokers always moving around somewhere around New York. Yeah, so yeah, we have that a lot in Lagos, like on the Lagos Island. Yeah, so and then of course Abuja is the federal capital city of Lagos. So that's where we have the president. That's where the president lives. And that's where we have Senate House everywhere, but we have the major senatorial house there in Abuja. So Abuja is the federal capital city of um, of Lagos, of Nigeria.
Gotcha. So Lagos is the New York of Nigeria, basically.
Yeah,
What
you could say
about
that the case.
Kano? Kano? How do you say that? Is that in the desert? Do people live there or go there?
Oh, Kano. Oh, yeah, Kano. Kano is like the northern part. Yeah, in Nigeria, we have the west. We have the west. So the west is located. Lagos is located in the west part of Nigeria. Kano, that you just mentioned, is the northern part of Nigeria. And yeah, Abuja is also located in the northern part of Nigeria. Abuja is the federal capital city, and Abuja we have more of rocks, like hills, a lot of mighty rocks and hills that are very awesome and suitable for hikings. Like if you love hiking so well, like Abuja is a place to live. Like you could do hiking in Abuja. You could spend months, you could spend days doing hiking on the mountain in Abuja. And then if you want to have a feel of the desert, you could go to Kano. Kano is still in the northern part of Nigeria. It's quite very hot. It's always very hot. Yeah, it's always very hot in Kano. We don't have any beach in Kano. You can't find a beach in Kano. You can't find beach in the northern parts of Nigeria. So even if you get to see, even if you get to see rivers or lake, it could just be just one or two, just few lakes or rivers that you could find on the northern part of Nigeria. But you could find a lot of rocks, mountains, and deserts. while on the west parts of Nigeria, Lagos, where Lagos precisely, you could get, is where we have a lot of, where we have the water field, So Lagos gives the New York vibe. Lagos gives the Miami vibe because of the beach and all of those things. So Lagos is like a place where the nightlife is second to none because of those things. Like Lagos is quite open. You know, there are so many other states in Nigeria where they don't get to sleep 24 hours, but Lagos is like, it's not for that. Like no sleeping in Lagos, like 24 hours. There's always vehicle moving on the road, like no sleeping. You could get a place to cut your hair at any time of the day. You could get shawarma, you could get pizza at any time of the day. You could get a restaurant to eat at any time of the day. You could just be limited to some things. Yeah, there might not be some movies, some cinemas. You could get some cinemas, that are open for 24 hours. You could get wine shops, coffee shops that are open for 24 hours here in Lagos. So that's the amazing thing about Lagos. It's quite open, and you have a lot of people coming into Lagos visiting and all. So yeah,
What
that's
about
why it's called the
ports,
center of
ports and
excellence.
shipping and that kind of stuff? You're right on the water. Do boats come around there somewhere to then ship to the rest of Nigeria?
Yes, of course. Like from anywhere from the United States, like all the major shippings that come into Nigeria actually comes to Lagos because it shares the boundary with the Atlantic Ocean. The ocean that has the beach here is linked to the Atlantic Ocean. So we have the seaport. The major seaport here is here in Lagos, on the mainland, Apapa. Yeah, Apapa in Lagos. So we have the island and we have the mainland. So the mainland is where we also have water on the mainland, but you have the lagoons. You could only see the lagoon on the mainland. But when you come to the highland, is where you have the beach. That's where you have the Atlantic Ocean. So the beautiful thing is they use the mainland as a we have our major seaport on the mainland, and of course they also have another major seaport that the government is currently working on here in Lagos, Nigeria, on the island part of Lagos. Yeah, and it's very very close to a refinery that is currently built right now. It's called the Bejuleke Axis. Development is quite going on that axis as well. So that side we have the second biggest sugar refinery in the world, currently building right there, and the one of the biggest oil refinery in the world, is currently located in that location as well. Yeah, on the island. Yeah, and of course that's where we have the second seaport. So every goods that has been shipped into Nigeria, every cars and every cargoes, all comes down to Lagos. So that's why you see that Lagos is quite an important place. So it's called the center of excellence. Like everything happens. Yeah.
What about cruises? Can you take a cruise from there?
Of course, you could take a cruise from Lagos to anywhere in the world.
They do. What would be a typical cruise from there? Just it would go like down the African coast or something?
All through all over the world, like America, Asia, name the continent, anywhere in the world, and other African countries as well, and other states, yeah, in Nigeria as well.
Okay. And then you mentioned like there's nightlife. It's a big city, obviously. It's the New York of Nigeria. So there's the nightlife, the clubs, the downtown,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. What about like a stadium? Do you get like big concerts? Do you get international
Oh,
like
of
U2 or I don't know who tours there?
of
Everybody, all the
course,
same
of
people that
course.
come here?
Of course. Like we have a stadium here in Nigeria. Like yeah, here in Lagos, we have quite a number of stadiums. We have the National Stadium that's located on the mainland. We also have a stadium here in on the Highland. It's called the Teslim Balogun Stadium on the mainland, and also stadium here on the Highland. Like I said initially. So there are beautiful artists here in Nigeria. Um, one of the first ever African artist to ever win a Grammy was from Nigeria, which his name was Burna Boy, and they're actually making actually making the country proud. And we have the likes of Whiskey, Davido. So we have those guys always hosting concerts and having to do one of concert like this, like coming through this December, this festive period, this Christmas period. We're gonna have a lot of concerts. So we have a lot of open airs. Like the beach is one of the places they use for concerts because it's quite a big landscape. Very close to the water. We are, yeah, it's called the Eco Atlantic City. Yeah, they have a very big space, and of course, whenever we have a big multitude of crowd, there's somewhere called TBS. Is known as the Tafa Baloa Square. Yeah, like it's a square where everyone can gather around and use. It's a square where everyone can gather to use, to do it. It could take a number of crowd and a lot of people. So you can check that out on Google too if you want to know more about it. It's called Tafa Baloa Square. It's a very, very big place. It's more like a stadium, but it's not a stadium. It's just quite open, very big place. But it doesn't have a green area. It's just a cemented ground. So it's mostly used for occasions, probably a president inauguration, any government, inauguration, probably a big Christian gathering, a crusade. Like we always have the experience. There's a program they call the experience where we get all the old Christian done well. We have a lot of gospel artists all over the world come to Nigeria every December for this particular concert, and it's always held Tafa Baloa Square, which is the TBS that I just mentioned. So yeah.
Do you ever have drum circles you get in?
Come again? I didn't get that.
Do they have drum circles ever?
Oh yeah, of course. A lot of them.
Do you have like fireworks and that kind of thing? We set off fireworks on like national holidays. Do you that kind of thing?
Yeah. Of course we do that. I mean, but whenever they have the experience thing, they always use firework as well. And of course, whenever it's like the first of the year, whenever we have the new year, we always have fireworks going on. Like it's quite amazing. So all of that, yeah. And of course, like in private individuals, of course, could also have an event and choose to use the firework. You're also allowed to do that. It's quite a free country.
And what are some of the like national holidays you have that you guys celebrate? We have like July 4th which you guys wouldn't apply to you. Thanksgiving doesn't apply to you. I'm trying to think of any holidays that we celebrate that would apply to everybody. Maybe Christmas or Hanukkah or something.
Yeah, we have October 1st. October 1st is a day we choose to recognize the day the Nigerian government gained independence. We, the Nigerians, didn't gain our independence, from our colonials. So October 1st, 1960.
From England? From Britain?
What?
From Britain?
Yeah, from Britain. Yeah.
Gotcha.
October 1st.
October 1st.
So October 1st is always a day to remember. And February 14th, of course, February 14th is always Valentine's Day. Yeah, February 14th is Valentine's Day. And February 27th is always Children's Day. We also have a Children's Day here in Nigeria. We also celebrate Boxing Day. I don't know if you guys do that over there. 26th of December as Boxing Day.
Like actual boxing?
Yeah, actual boxing.
Do you do Christmas then?
Yeah, of course, we do Christmas. After Christmas, we just call it Boxing Day, but I don't really know what to do. I don't box, so on Boxing Day, I just kill up my feel of Christmas, just spend time with family and just do stuff.
Eat the leftovers from Christmas and just lay around and play with your toys or whatever. You don't have any kids yet, so you're not playing with toys. Whatever you do, maybe you got a new like DJ toy for Christmas or something.
You got that right. Those are my toys. My toys are my DJ mixers, and my drums, my drum machines, and my sticks. Those are my toys. Whenever I'm bored and just feel like playing or do something, I could just go to them and just make other people around me happy by playing good music. Anybody that's sad to actually smile and dance. We just catch vibe and have a good time. That's it basically.
Nice. And then where do you go to vacation? Let's say a driving vacation. People that live in Lagos, you kind of live in a nice place, are you driving somewhere else to a beach hot place, or are you going? Well, I guess if you went north, it would get even hotter after a while. So where do you go if you're like driving and trying to get away on a vacation or something?
But if I'm driving and trying to get away from vacation, depends on the kind of drive. If you choose to do a very long hour drive, then you could actually just visit another state, which depends on the state you're going to. We have so many there are so many awesome states that are quite close to the west. That when you visit them, they have a lot of tourists. And here in Nigeria, we have a lot of ancient stories. Like you could visit the Benin City. Benin City is a very ancient city, and they are quite known for crafting awesome artwork like bronze, and all of that. And you could also visit um they also have some places, some awesome caves, some places here in Nigeria. We have the Bulukatu Ranch. It's a place where you can visit. It's awesome. And of course, yeah, and then if you don't want to go far, probably just want to have an hour or 2 hours drive. Yeah, in Lagos, you could go to like a Pine Beach Resort. It's a very wonderful place to be. They have beach houses there that you could stay for days. You could stay for a day or two or more, or a month. Yeah, there are some resorts where you could go to. You could go to Lighthouse. Lighthouse is a very beautiful place, very very serene, quiet. Yeah, Lighthouse, or you could go to Echo Atlantic City. It's a very beautiful place to be. So, all these places are quite close to the beach. So they're all beautiful. Yeah.
What about like jungles or safaris or animals? What kind of do you have like lions and elephants and that kind of stuff?
Well, yeah, in Africa, yeah, in Nigeria, we kind of have, we have some, we have animals, yeah, we have lions. Except you go to the zoo, that's when you can get to see such animals like lions and elephants and giraffe. But you could see common animals, just like we have some forest, like we have a lot of forest here in Africa, like here in Nigeria. Yeah, even here in Lagos, like we still have some forestry parts, you know, that of course development will definitely take place in those areas along the line, over the years to come. Because here in Nigeria, here in Lagos, like every day we keep having development every day. Like development keeps coming every day. So it's more like we are growing every day here in Lagos and also in Nigeria as a whole. We are getting to learn from the international world. So we are still in that growing space. So we are learning a lot. So we have a lot of investors coming in to do something new. So, and of course, a lot of people hasn't even done more new stuff, because I'm very sure a lot of people still have a lot of beautiful ideas that they want to do. Like there are so many beautiful things that are not yet virtual, that I'm so sure so many people would love to bring in here. So we are open to development and all of that. So we are still a growing country. We are still growing. We're still growing. Yeah. So that's just that
So what kind of
basically.
animals would you do you see
Yeah,
like lizard? We have
monkeys.
squirrels
You could
and
see,
birds. Do
yeah, you
you
could
have
see
like lizards running
squirrels.
around?
Yeah, you could see squirrels running around. You could see squirrels running around. You could see monkeys. Like it depends on where you stay. If you have a lot of trees, if you don't cut down your trees, and then you're welcoming monkeys, like you just see monkeys flying around, and then like a place very close to me, yeah, we call it the conservation center. Like when you go there, is a forestry area. It's a place where you could just visit. It's more like a park, but like it's situated in the forestry area. And then we have a lot of long bridge that are built in that forest. Like you could have a walkway in the forest, and then you could just see monkeys flying around over your heads. You see beautiful birds, and overaged tortoise, like big tortoises that are up to like 500 years, 300 years. Yeah, we have such tortoises around here in Nigeria. So such animals like tortoise, hyenas. Yeah, you can see hyenas, but as pets. Like someone has them, they're probably training them. You just keep them for special occasion. Of course, when you want to see, you could then go visit. And then for those that have private zoos, they have that. But animals that you could see around are squirrels, monkeys, heavy grass cutters, like the big ones, the big rabbits, the big ones. Yeah, all of that. And of course, snakes. Yeah, snakes, of course. Yeah, snakes. Big ones, the small ones. the anacondas. You never could tell. Of course, there's some places you could still find them here in Nigeria. Yeah.
So are the
So,
forests kind of wet? Does it rain a lot? Are they like rainforests, or are they kind
oh
of dry,
yeah,
or what are they like?
it rains a lot here. Like especially here for we that stay more on the island. Of course, we have more. We are more friendly. We are more closer to the water. So the forest, most of the forests we have around there are some of them are quite few dry lands, and then you have them wet. So probably if you intend to use such places for for development, of course you have to like some few them and then build. But on the mainland, like I said, we have the mainland. On the mainland, as is where you have more of the, you could see more of dry lands. But of course, you could still see wetlands that least, that could give you swampy areas, yeah. So we have the swamp, we have where, yeah, from the dry lands, we get the swamp, we get swampy areas, of course, too, yeah.
And then if you need to fly somewhere, where you fly, where's the big airport? How do you get somewhere?
One of the biggest airports, they're like one of the popular ones. There are so many airports in other states in the country, but Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport is an international airport. Yeah, we have the international airport here in Lagos, which is the Nnamdi Azikiwe International. Murtala Mohammed International Airport, and in the federal capital of Nigeria, which is Abuja, you have the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. So in Abuja and Lagos, you could fly out of the country from those two states. So here in Lagos, we have the Murtala Mohammed International Airport. You could use that to travel locally, and you could also use that to travel internationally. And then at the federal capital city, which is Abuja, we also have the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. You could travel there locally, and you could also travel internationally over those places. So basically, Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport and Lagos, Murtala Mohammed Airport, that's Abuja and Lagos, are where we have the major international airports. And of course, other states are situated with, they can only fly locally.
Gotcha. And then what about the food? What's the food like? Obviously, we mentioned rice. You're eating a lot of stuff on rice. What else are there flatbreads? Tell us what the food is like there.
Yeah, like the food is awesome. Like, yeah, in Nigeria we have a lot of food, and I love soup a lot. Like our culture is quite big. We have a versatile culture, so we have different people speaking different languages here in Nigeria, but our major speaking language is English. That's why it's quite easy for like every common average Nigerian speaks English. Nigeria is an English speaking country. In as much as we have private, languages, we have different languages here in Nigeria, like different languages, more than 10 languages. So that has helped us to have different localities and different local foods, you know. So we have a lot of soups. We love soups a lot. We love we do flatbread, sweet breads, and a lot of, and we have a lot of amazing cook here, you know. So I'm eating a lot of amazing bread. I can't even tell certain bread, coconut bread, it just is the bread to do a lot of things. So I thought it's quite nice. You could try them. When you visit, you love them. You love pepper a lot. Yeah, so
Is it
yeah,
spicy?
we love spicy food here in Nigeria. So
It is spicy. So then your volume's pretty low. Something happened there where it got kind of low or different. I think it might be back now. But let's talk about, we got a few minutes left. Let's talk about what people get for the money. Now it's better, I think, again.
okay.
What do people get for the money? I should have looked up the exchange rate, huh? Dollar, what's your Nigerian, what's your money called?
I could barely hear you. Your your line seems to be cracking, like your voice seems to be breaking up. Yeah.
Yeah, yours
Can you
too.
hear me?
I can.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know what's that. Okay.
Did you plug or unplug
How about
something?
now? You good?
I'm good. I can hear you okay, I think. Can you hear me? He's in Nigeria, guys. So there's bound to be. We went the whole episode with no problems. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
I think your signal is maybe getting bad, or my signal. Some signal across continents is bad. So I'm going to keep going. Hopefully he comes back and can tell us a little bit about what we're going to get for the money. I'm going to bring up $1 equals 410.68 Nigerian naira, Naira. If he was here, he could tell us how to say that. So $1 equals 410 of their dollars. And I would love to know what an average house costs there. I've seen his pictures on his Instagram. If you want to see pictures of what new construction looks like there, you can check out Chiny's Instagram, which will be linked in the description, up or down, wherever. Oh, he's gone completely. So we'll close it out here. Maybe we'll come back and tell you what you can get for the money there. But check out his Instagram. You can see some of the stuff that's being built. Very modern, very kind of awesome looking. And like he said, it's a metropolis. It's the New York of Nigeria. It's the downtown there. So definitely modern and pretty cool. Definitely some cool stuff to see. So I guess I will close it out. We will not find out what other profession he would like to do. I think he'd like to be a musician probably. He already does that and will probably continue to do that. So probably DJ or a musician. All his information is there. You can email him or hit him up on his phone. You can do that little plus. I just learned how to do that little plus today. So on an American phone, it's the 0. On the cell phone, I hold down the 0 and it makes a plus. So you can hit him up there. You can text him there, I think, as well. I think that works also. And at Chiny Realties 042 at Gmail to email him. And he actually doesn't own what I put up there, the ChinyRealties.com, because I was going to make him buy it because he didn't have a good one. He was trying to send it to his YouTube channel, which doesn't have a short link yet. So I was going to make him buy that. So hopefully he buys ChinyRealties.com soon and he can use that. So reach out to him if you need to visit Nigeria or move there, or contact me if you need to buy or sell a home in central Pennsylvania or anywhere in the world. I can connect you with a good agent wherever you're trying to go. Call me, text me, email me, throw a rock through my window, send a carrier pigeon, whatever you need to do. We still need inventory here in central Pennsylvania. I'm guessing inventory everywhere. This is November 16th in 2021. Maybe by the time you are watching this on the replay, that is not the case. Thank you for watching and listening, and I will say goodbye also for Chiny. So Chiny says goodbye, and I say goodbye. Later, everybody.